Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys? I have been moving house, so sorry if this week you haven't seen any video. Anyway, I'm back. So today we're gonna talk about ignorance. Oh, with my guest. Well, sit down. Sit down. Ignorance, because I made a video about intelligent and I wanted to explain you guys what does it mean for a mystic, the concept of ignorance. um, Ignorance means ignoring the existence of something, and for most people ignorance is a bad thing, and this is really contradictory. When we talk about ignorance, we are dealing with all those things that we don't know. If you think of the volume of our brain compared to the galaxy and the universe, you realize that no matter how much intelligent we think we are, compared to the universe, we are still like little ants. So some people have knowledge in certain topic, other people have other knowledge in other topics. Considering how many are the things that we don't know, every person has a different ignorance. Every person is ignorant about certain things, and this is normal. Some people, they have a lot of knowledge in handcrafting or manual stuff. Other people might be really other people might have a lot of knowledge in science or history or languages. So every person has something that it ignores, something that it doesn't know. So a mystical being knows that there are multiple layers of reality. If we are not aware of those multiple layers, people are ignorant because they ignore the existence of something for some reason. Maybe because they didn't experiment it themselves. What we perceive, it's what we perceive is dictated from our sensor organs. Most people rely only in the basic sensory organs that we have. So taste, view, hearing, touching, and they don't go over that. A mystical being or a mystic, it's somebody that understands all those different layers of reality. And when you are aware of them, you understand that nothing is like it seems. And you understand that ignorance becomes a tool and not a limitation. What you ignore, you cannot judge. So a mystic knows that nothing is like it seems due to this different layer of reality. that overlap. So a person that consider themselves the holder of the ultimate truth is the one that point to other people as ignorant, and he does not realize that he is ignorant himself. A mystic is somebody that get over ignorance because we understood that there is us and we are not omniscient, and there are multiple layers of reality that can create a lot of illusion and nothing is like it seems. The difference between animal and human, for example, animals, for example, let's still take in consideration the ants, okay? There is so much they can study, that they can experiment. Ants will never have the perspective of a human being. Human being will constantly look down to the ants, and no matter how much they study, no matter how much advanced they can go, they will never have the point of view of a human. They will never understand like the bigger picture. What differentiates us from animals is that we have spirit and we are conscious. So we are not limited like the ants to deal only with the practical reality in front of us. But as a human, we have a collective consciousness and we connect with spirit, and our spirit can even leave our body. We can connect with a higher self and have a different point of view. This is the difference between ants between animal and humans, is that we are superior to them because we understood that it's not only material, and it's not only about our sensory organs. Our comprehension of the universe go out of this. It's more. We are connected between us. There is a collective consciousness. And by connecting with our higher self, with the best version of us, we are able to have a higher point of view. Everything that you ignore is more than what you know. The stuff that you ignore is more than what you know. Understand this. An high intelligence being look with respect towards ignorance, because I repeat, there are more things that we ignore compared to the one that we know. So a mystic understands that ignorance is a bliss, and it allows you to keep an open mind. Because there are many things that we ignore. The reality is not like it seems. There are illusions and misbeliefs and misinformation that we receive that distorted our view in life. When I say that during all my life I had mystical experience, wait a second, because I need to close the door. It's not my fault if I was born having mystical experiences. It's not my fault if, since when I was little, I felt the presence of something else, something that was not explained in the school system, something that was not explained in any other institution. And the fact that uh, the school system is not talking about all of these things truly made me believe that this was the goal. The goal was for people to become judgmental or to point at ignorance as a bad thing, when in reality, ignorance is the source of our knowledge. Because I repeat, there are more things that we ignore compared to the thing that we know. As a species, we are not really advanced. Like you can see this. I mean, we're polluting the planet. We are still using gasoline to move, and I don't know you guys, but the amount of UFO and aliens activity that is going on is pretty much insane. And you can look at their technology; we are nowhere near them. So there is a lot of things that we don't know. So the ignorance or the stuff that we ignore is the solution to evolve. So ignorance is not a course anymore. Ignorance is a bliss for real, because it's in the ignorance that we will find our knowledge. Is the stuff that we ignore that has to be brought up to us in order for us to evolve. Um, so since when I was young, I had mystical experience, and as I did, many other people did. I was not the only one that had mystical experience. From Sadhguru to Osho to shaman and witches, like we all were aware of this non-visible world that cannot be explained logically, and it cannot be perceived by our sense organs. So those mystical experiences arrived in my life with downloads of knowledge, without me opening a book, without me doing research. I was touched. They taught me many things, from the tree of life, the tree of death, the truth behind religions, the manipulation that we received, the manipulation from the school system, the manipulation in the religion system itself. So when I say that a mystic exists to others, they are not aware of the different layer of reality that I perceive. So for them, I am the crazy. But in reality, it's just because they ignore the existence of those layers of reality. Every moment that a person feels omniscient, every moment that somebody think that everything is clear in their mind and they know the truth, they become the worst kind of ignorant person. Because, I repeat, think about the dimension of our brain compared to the galaxy and the universe. You will realize that we are like little ants. And in order for us to reach higher knowledge, to reach higher state of knowing, it cannot be done through our sensory organs and not be done only on the material. quantum physics is proving that, and there was a conference as well in Rome with the Dalai Lama and the best science professor of Italy, in which they were creating this project. I think it's called Spirit Science or something like that. It was the combination of science and spirituality, because stuff that mystical being of the past, or anyway master of the past, were saying are now being proved by quantum physics. And I'm not saying this. Scientists and the Dalai Lama is saying this. I'm nothing and no one. I'm just a messenger. So I just wanted to make this video due to some criticism that I received and people calling me ignorant. Ignorance is a tool if you know how to use it. When you realize there is so many things that you are not aware compared to the things that you are aware, you realize that the power is in the unknown, not in the known. Understood that? One thing that it's killing the human beings and the mental health of humans is exactly this. Animals are genetically programmed to born and eat, poo and pee, sleep and run. A tiger or a bear or any other animal, when they are born, they know already inside them what does it mean being a successful tiger. They know what a tiger has to do and how a tiger has to behave to reach their full potential. Humans, we are born and we do not know what does it mean becoming a divine creature. We still think that we are animal. People does not know what does it mean to unfold the divine version of themselves, the maximum potential of yourself. So we born, we go through the school system, we get all this brainwash, and then when we finish, we're like, good, and now what is my mission? What did I came here to do? And some people doesn't even not ask to themselves those things, and they just like little robot, they follow the system according to what everyone else does. So they go to work and they don't question. They feel sad and they don't question. They don't know what does it mean to unfold the most beautiful divine part of themselves. We are part of the creator, so there is a divine aspect of in us that needs to be that needs to blossom. And we course our life because we do not see how we are supposed to be. We don't visualize the best version of ourselves. We don't visualize our divine part. We don't feel part of divinity, part of the creator, part of source energy. So we just carry on doing what society tells us to do or what other people tell us to do, but we never blossom, or most people choose not to blossom in their divinity. And this is due to ignorance, again, because they probably don't even know that they can be the divine version of themselves. And what does it mean? Instead, tigers and animals and birds, they automatically reach the best potential. Think, we don't find birds that has depression and they are not able to fly and they are not able to do the same thing that the other bird does. They always reach the perfection in the natural form. They know how to migrate, they know how to hunt, how to fish, how to survive. If they get killed, it's part of the game, but they become the ultimate version of themselves. Instead, human, we don't. And this is the issue of most people in society, is the choosing to follow what the society is providing without realizing that we need to focus our attention and develop our best, our divine part, our best part of us. And ignorance is one issue. People does not see ignorance as a bliss. People see ignorance only to point at other people and make themselves feel better. And in reality, you are tricking yourself, because I assure you, you are not omniscient. And I assure you, is in the stuff that you are ignoring the answer that you need to become your divine version. Is in the stuff that you ignore the solution. Is not in the stuff that you know already. Otherwise, you would be already the divine part of yourself. You would be already the divine. You would have achieved already the divine in you. What I mean by divine, I mean behaving like a divinity. What a divinity does: take great care of themselves and others, empower others and not discourage others, have an open-minded, because the third eye is open. They know that everything is an illusion and things does not appear how they are, and there are multiple layers of reality in which are not they are not perceivable by our sensory organs. Therefore, we are moving in a totally different layer of reality. This is why in the history we had people like Jesus, Shiva, Krishna, other masters, all the ascended master that we had in this planet. They were simply people that blossom into their divine part, into their divinity, and their divinity is different from any other divinity. Shiva did not look like Buddha. Buddha, there is the representation of the fat Buddha, there is the representation of the slim Buddha. Shiva was cutting off in their story the head of his son. Jesus was talking about love. In the Tao, they were talking about other things. Divine aspects are many. There is not only one. It's not about conform. It's about diversification. Another little things that I want you guys to realize is that evolution means diversification. I hope I'm saying this correctly. My bloody pronunciation. Wait a second, guys.
Diversification.
So, evolution in humanity is about diversification, not conformation. Every divinity that is in us is absolutely unique. So we did not came in this planet to conform, copy, or imitate other people's divinity. We came here to unfold our own, which, as long as you pursue the highest good for you and everyone else, your divinity can be however you like. You can look like Jesus, you can look like Shiva, or you can look like the fat version of Buddha, you can look like Lao Tzu, you can look like me if you like. Everyone can look however they like. When they unfold their divinity, they are serving the planet, because we are doing things for the highest good of you, us, and everyone else. And this is our divinity, and it does not matter how it is done, as long as the highest good is in your heart. You are not here to judge, you are not here to tell other people that they are ignorant. As long as you are here to serve the planet and the highest good for you and everyone else, your divinity can be absolutely individual. It actually has to be unique and individual. So use ignorance as a tool. Do not get limited by it. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you next time.